Hello, in this demonstration, we are going to see how to deploy WordPress website using Ubuntu EC2 Instance and Amazon RDS Database. I have shared the steps to follow document in the video description. Log into your AWS Management Console and click on EC2 and click on Instances Running. We created an instance with the name Test for the testing purpose. Before starting, let me show you the document which contains the following steps to install and configuration. This document contains step-by-step to follow to complete the setup successfully. Coming back to EC2 Instance, I'm going to duplicate the page and we are going to check the inbound and outbound rules in security group. For testing, we are using Launch Wizard 2. Again, duplicating the page to show the security group for the RDS. Click on RDS and then click on DB Instances. Here, database-1 is the test DB. Clicking on it. In this page under Security you will see the DB is added to two security groups, Launch Wizard 1 and 2. Coming back to the security group, we are going to check the security group we assigned for the EC2 instance. In this page, click on Security. Under that you will see the security group assigned for EC2 instance. Coming back to the security group, inbound and outbound rules you will see HTTP, HTTPS, and then SSH. At last MySQL for both EC2 Instance and MySQL Workbench, which is added with instance IP and my public IP. Same rules have been added to outbound rules. Now, we are going to SSH the instance. To do, click on Connect and copy the SSH syntax. Once done, open Terminal and change the directory where the key is stored, and paste the syntax. Zooming for the better view. Type yes, and the instance is connected. Coming back to the document, we will start the steps accordingly. Step 1. In this step we are downloading the package information from all configured sources. For that use the following command: sudo apt update. It is done. Next is Step 2. In this step we are going to install the Apache web server. Before that, I am going to try loading the Apache test page to show that the error site can't be reached. Sudo apt install Apache 2 is the command to install Apache. Installing the Apache web server now. Next, check the Apache test page again. You will see the Apache test page. Skip the next two commands, as the test page loaded fine. Step 3. In this step we are going to enable the firewall for Apache. To do so, use the following commands. UFW firewall is configured to allow HTTP and HTTPS services from outside network. Next, step 4. In this step we are going to install the PHP along with the dependencies required. PHP along with the dependencies is installed now. In the next step, we are going to download the WordPress using the wget command. Before downloading, I am changing the directory path to var www. It is downloaded. And now I'm going to long list and show you the file downloaded with the name latest.tar.gz. Next, we are going to unzip the tar file using the following command. It is done. And again long list to show the extracted folder with the name WordPress. As you see, the ownership of the WordPress folder is nobody. If you are not downloading and extracting the tar file in the www directory, do refer the notes below. Next, step 6. In this step we are going to duplicate the wp-config sample.php file to wp-config.php. It's done. Next is step 7. In this step we are going to change the ownership of the WordPress folder along with the files and folders inside it. To change the ownership, use the following command. Now, long list and see the output. Ownership of the WordPress folder will be changed to www.data, along with the files and folders inside it. Step 8. We need to create a database name, user and password and give all privileges to the user for that database. Opening MySQL Workbench. And going to use the SQL query given in the document to create it. Take a note of this query and replace database name with the name you want to create your database. And then replace the username and password with your own credentials. MySQL Workbench DB is successfully connected, and now clicking on schemas to check the already created databases. I've created the database with the name, domain, and the username as Tom, and then the password as password. Step 8 is completed. Now, next is step 9. In this step we are going to edit the wp-config.php file, and give the following DB details, which we created. SSH session timeout for the instance, due to long time inactivity. Connecting again. Here, using the Vim editor to edit the configuration file, and add the DB details to the wp-config.php file. Once the Vim editor is opened, press I to switch into insert mode. for the DB host, we need to go to the database, connectivity and security, and copy the endpoint and port and paste it in the configuration file. Once done, type escape key and colon and WQ, which is save and exit. Step 9 is completed. Next is step 10. Add the salt keys to configuration file. Salt keys are cryptographic keys that helps secure your WordPress site's login, which secure information in the cookies that WordPress uses to log you in. Copy the keys here, and open wp-config.php file using Vim Editor. Here, clear the empty key part. 8 lines which starts with define. Once done, paste the salt keys which we copied. Double-check the config file and save and exit. Step 10 is completed now. Next is step 11. We need to add the new configuration file for WordPress. To do that, go to terminal and type cd/etc/apache2/sites available. Inside this, I'm going to create a file name wordpress.conf using Vim Editor. In this part, I just copied my configuration content given in the document, and pasted it in the wordpress.conf file, then save and exit. Step 12 is to double-check the path where we have the WordPress files. Coming to step 13. In this step, first we are going to disable 000 default.conf. Reloading Apache server now. Next is step 14. In this step we are going to enable the WordPress.conf file which we created. To do that, use the following command in the document. Reloading Apache server now. This command, a2nmod rewrite, moves the Apache module from mods available to mods enabled. Reloading Apache server now. Next is step 14. Here, we are going to do config test. It checks the configuration files before initiating the restart to make sure Apache doesn't die. If everything is good, it will show the output syntax OK. Restarting Apache service. That is it. Now, go to the instance summary page and copy the public IPv4 address and use it in the browser URL bar. WordPress installation is loaded successfully. Now, click Continue, and enter the details, site title as test, and username as test. Then, I'm using the default password. In the email dialog box, given my email, and then click on Install WordPress. In this page again we need to log in with the credentials which we created. WordPress admin panel has been loaded successfully. In this admin panel, click on Site Title Test and click on Visit Site. It will take you to the web page. Everything is loading well and good. The WordPress setup is completed. Thank you for watching.